picked up 5 points, if I'm not mistaken, in that campaign. So amongst the teams that they finished above were Mendiola FC in that campaign. Obviously, Maharlika did not get a chance to compete in the previous edition of the Copa Paulino Alcantara, but to finish above an esteemed club like Mendiola in their first outing as a professional club was a huge statement from the men in black. And this time around, as they face off against Mendiola, Mendiola will be looking to regain a bit of the prestige that they lost in the last couple of campaigns. Didn't do well in the last Copa Paulino Alcantara there, and they did not do much better in the previous campaign in the PFL of 2020. So a brand new campaign now for Mendiola to set a higher standard for their club.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things that when you come into a league, you come in as a new team, an unknown, an underdog, and they kind of develop that style of counter-attack football, and you know, they had the run of the game and they scored a few goals. However, it really is about, you know, a rebuild for Mendiola. They're looking to play more football. They're not the sort of team that will just go out and just keep counter-attacking and just trying to ride the luck of the game. They're technically much better than that, tactically much better than that. And although they took a couple of seasons to adjust after that fantastic debut season, I think this third, fourth attempt at it will be their time to really start showing Philippine football what they can do.
They're certainly very hungry to make a statement here, especially against a team like Maharlika, who they would feel on paper they have a great chance to get all 3 points against. The numbers certainly don't look great for them. In the previous Copa Paulino Alcantara, 0 points for Mendiola, although they were grouped alongside Kaya and ADT, which made it difficult, but they scored 0 goals, Darren, and conceded 15. So they are definitely going to have a huge fire in their belly here, especially in their first 90 minutes.
Well, for any team that goes into any game, I think there needs to be, you know, clear objectives, and I think objectives that will stand for both teams will be creating end products and, of course, scoring a goal. If either of these teams score a goal, it would be really, really big for their campaigns.
And here we are, Ashley Flores getting us started. Mendiola working their way from right to left. Early foray into the Maharlika area, and that's easily ushered out by David Basa.
Of course, there are advantages and disadvantages to playing first. I mean, if you play first, you've got a little bit more game fitness compared to a team that's, you know, on their first outing now. But of course, because the games are so well covered and brought to you, there could be a lot of homework's been done. Right. You could see straight away, as soon as Mendiola got the ball, they just pumped it down that left-hand side of Maharlika. David Basa, an experienced player. I'm saying experienced. David Basa, David's a friend of mine. But of course, the youth of Suba will cause him problems throughout 90 minutes.
David Basa alongside Lawless, key in that unerring defense of Maharlika against Kaya. Of course, their goalkeeper Fong as well. Very impressive in that previous outing. Back three here for Mendiola. Not something we saw too much of from them. Ball over the top. A little bit too far for Flores to chase, even with his considerable speed. Sims gets it to Libre. It's going to be a physical game out here, setting the tone early. Clarino looking for his brother Clarino. I should specify that's Miggy looking for OJ. All the Clarinos together on one team now. Maharlika looking to apply some high pressure here. Let's see how Mendiola deals with it. Robbed of possession. Libre. Looking for OJ Clarino. It's headed away. This goes against Maharlika.
Certainly lively. Pressure on the ball. No one showing anyone any respect. Neither team really settled on the ball yet, but very, very lively start to this game.
So it looks like Michael Menzi actually didn't make the start here for Maharlika, and it's Jason Kutamora who's on the pitch right now. Perhaps a last-minute alteration from their lineup.
Well, Jason brings a lot of experience. Played top-flight football here now for many, many years.
It's going to be close to a decade.
I'm going to say I played alongside him at Loyola Aguilar just before it became Loyola Meralco. So he's on it.
Here, Flores! Bandek and Fong doing just enough. The effort was ultimately rather tame from the forward, but danger from Mendiola.
That's what we were talking about. Mendiola had that, reputation of being able to play direct and get in behind teams. And it's very interesting how Maharlika's line is so much higher than when they played against Kaya, and that will give Mendiola that opportunity to pick those passes forwards nice and quickly.
Imagine Flores is licking his lips here. That's exactly what he wants. Space to run into with his considerable speed.
Yeah, playing styles will change over seasons. I love the way that Kaya play at the moment. We were speaking about how methodical, and it's trained, it's tactical, it's efficient. Whereas a team like Mendiola and Maharlika are still finding their playing style. But sometimes turning a team around can work.
Contact in the middle of the pitch. Ahmed Hajimadi, it's one of his specialties, really. Attracting contact and attention. All the way back. Dribbled into a bit of trouble there, able to get away from it. Libre, room to run. Mendiola having a hard time clearing their lines here. Able to sidestep Kutamora, and they're off with a bit of room on the right flank. Attack stopped in its tracks.
Yeah, it's good build up on the right hand side though by Mendiola, moving the ball nicely.
Well followed by the center back, Kim. It's been a nice injection of FEU talent for Mendiola. Kim Min-soo amongst them. Spread wide. Cristal forced backwards. Hajimadi, he's got room. Went for the early pass to Flores, who was not on the same wavelength, was actually approaching him at the time of the pass. There's a player downs. David Bassa looks like he requires a bit of treatment.
I mean, he was heavily strapped in his last game. It was difficult to see what happened there, but hopefully he hasn't injured himself and he can continue in this game, because the wealth of experience that he brings, Jing, is irreplaceable.
Bringing out a stretcher, not a good sign, especially so early in the game, not even 8 minutes in.
He brings balance to the team as well. He's left-footed. Got not 90 minutes, but the three of them played really well for, I think, about 45 to 60 minutes together as a unit. So, and been training together all of pre-season. So it would be a massive loss for Maharlika if David Bassa was to have to be replaced.
It doesn't look like he can continue. Shake of the head from him. Not something he can shake off. So they're preparing the entry of Charlie Beaton.
Looks like they'll drop someone else back into that three, because Charlie Beaton is known for being an attacking minded player. He's not a bad player either.
Here's the moment. Let's have a look at it. It's from the chance of Flores. No, that wasn't the moment where Bassa was injured. But that was the best chance of the game so far. Flores able to break free from this high line of Maharlika. And this defense going to experience another challenge here with the exit of David Bassa.
Perhaps they would push Matteo maybe into the back three and then have Charlie come on as the left winger.
Jason Kutamora leading a team meeting. Just trying to explain to everybody where they're expected to be, with Bassa needing to be substituted. So play will continue here. Maharlika being given back possession. Let's take a look at how they've set up. So it looks like Mudang Akung, who is the new face for Maharlika Manila, he's the one who's slotted into that center back position that Bassa vacated. Flores able to turn. Only Maharlika players around him, but he's able to find an outlet. Yohiko doing just enough. He earns a whistle as well. Mendiola starting to threaten here. Introduced
substitution for
Yancy
Maharlika
Beaton
Manila
here.
FC. Player number 18, David Bassa, replaced by player number 10,
Chance for
Charlie
Flores.
Beaton.
No. Rather unconventional substitution there, Darren. Don't think I've ever seen anyone introduced while play was ongoing. Bit of a loose pass, but it's collected on the far side. And Beaton making his introduction felt right away. Flores, room to work with. just confirmation of that. Charlie Beaton coming on for David Basa. Mendiola enjoying some prolonged activity inside Maharlika's half here. Hajimari upset at the follow through, but they keep possession. Lawless clears. No one there to collect from Maharlika. Starting to develop a bit of control now. Mendiola.
Yeah, they've just settled into their passing and moving a little bit quicker than Maharlika have. Comfortable on the ball. Tempo's not that high, but at least they're getting their passes and starting to combine. But every now and then it's a mistake. But Suba managing to capitalise.
Ball into the box. It's rescued, but it's easy for Bantek and Fong in the end.
Mendiola just needs a little bit more discipline when they're building up. Need to keep the width for a little bit longer before they start committing inside. Maharlika will enjoy the game being tight and compact.
Room to work with here for Maharlika. Not much support. They're looking to switch the play. Well dealt with by Cristal. Ajimadi craftfully able to get it to Flores. Quick feet, unable to fool Miggy. Pelayo disagrees with Mendiola coach on the sideline. Charles Villarino. Enough contact for a whistle, he says. Lawless over the ball. See here the tackle from behind. Ooh, looks like he did get a lot of the ball there prior to the contact there.
I think the referee there just calling the intent of the tackle maybe.
Ajimari. Play continues. Good switch of play. Suba, room to work with. Foot stuck in by Charlie Beaton. Maharlika gets it to Sims, skips over one challenge, makes it past two. They keep possession here with the throw in.
And already Maharlika getting forced a little bit deep. Mendiola have been able to combine nice and quickly going forwards on a couple of occasions. And I think Maharlika will probably slow the tempo of the game down a little bit, just try to get the ball in rotation and play at the tempo that they want to play at.
16 minutes have passed. Darren, is it about as you expected?
I think so. I'm glad that both of the teams are starting to settle down a little bit. Not been many opportunities on goal, but I feel that it's coming.
Libre causing problems into the hands of Asong. Libre wreaking havoc on the right side. Able to lift that ball into a very dangerous space for Maharlika. Loose touch. Kutamora. OJ. Clever turn from MJ Libre. Just losing out there. Maharlika starting to find their connections now. Hajimadi, ball over the top. It's a race. Back to the goalkeeper. Not the prettiest clearance, but it's effective for the time being for Maharlika.
It's good confident defending there by Maharlika. That time Mendiola managing to get a couple of people up in transition together. But still no clear opportunities on goal for either side.
So far both keepers have been involved but haven't really been tested. Sims covered very tightly by Kim Min-soo. Libre. And that is a forceful challenge from Cristal.
I feel like they probably feel they can wind up Libre a little bit. He's shown that he's got a little bit of a feisty character to him.
He's certainly trying early on here. Hajimadi was having a conversation with him. Cristal perhaps expressing himself a little bit more physically with his communication. From Haro Leite is Cristal, product of that Sanbeda program, like much of the Mendiola team. Suba now, not the person you want running at you, but it's a wonderful tackle.
And again, Mendiola created a little 4v3 there.
Oof. And almost probing in behind. Kim Min-soo with a timely challenge. Maharlika showing a light press here. They're going to engage much higher up the pitch. Flores dropping deep to help in the build-up. Quick ball over to Flores, but his touch is loose. OJ now. Trying to utilize his pace. Couldn't get in behind.
All Mendiola really need to do, Jing, is just get a little bit more tempo in their passing, a bit more confidence, punch it a little bit harder, get a better roll on the ball, and then their tempo would really increase by a lot.
Clarino's linking up on the right flank. Maharlika trying to get a corner at least, putting Cristal under immense pressure. Did well.
Good defending.
It's an area of their game here, Mendiola, that they've been trying to work on, playing out from the back a little bit more confidently here against Maharlika. They've been guilty of just being a little bit too rushed in previous campaigns. Showing a lot more poise here on the ball, Darren.
Yeah, and they're able to get numbers forwards as well, like we're seeing now. Just these end products.
Great ball. Miggy Clarino with a header away. Maharlika not out of the woods just yet, but here comes MJ Libre. Options to his right and left. He looks for Sims. Asong out. And that's decisive from the goalkeeper.
Yeah, good goalkeeping. Libre there picking out a great pass out to the left-hand side. Sims doing the work, putting the running in, but well anticipated by the goalkeeper. And Maharlika's turn.
Libre getting support from Miggy Clarino. Can he put in a good ball? No. Denied by Cristal, who has been very effective for Mendiola. OJ this time wins a corner kick. First one here for Maharlika. Maharlika looking to add numbers into the box. It's a deep ball. Sims was all alone at the far post. Goes beyond his head. Libre. He's got quick feet. Able to turn his defender. That's a foul on MJ Libre. Might have been a bit of a stamp on Suba. Gets a talking to from Militant Pelayo, but nothing more. Let's have a look at this. OJ Clarino. I'm not sure that was the right clip we were hoping for. Past the halfway point of this opening period. Been an even contest so far. Fantastic ball for Suba. Kim trying to lift that into Cristal. Keeps it in. Glides past his defender. Floats it into the box. Maharlika unable to deal with it, but they're bailed out by a whistle. Flores bouncing around a little too much inside the box. It looked like he just bundled over Yuhiko.
Yeah, it's a good ball into the box though, into a dangerous area. Perhaps Mendiola should have gambled 2 or 3 more players forwards on that occasion.
Pressure paying off here for Mendiola.
Yeah, but we're 25 minutes into this half and still no real clear-cut opportunities. Although you would say that the momentum slightly favours Mendiola at the moment, and Maharlika have been put on the back foot more times than Mendiola. So, I mean, ball possession is one thing, but you've got to be able to create and carve out opportunities as well.
Spread out wide by Hajimari. They're going to link up there, unable to do so. Kutamora. Beaten, just keeping things tidy since coming on. But they're dispossessed inside their own half. Mendiola navigating the tight space well. Lawless, able to clear. Pressure continues here from Mendiola. Cristal. Great ball! Flores with a fantastic opportunity, unable to tuck it away.
Best opportunity so far of the game. Give him another couple of those and he's going to be scoring a goal.
Impressive showing from Cristal so far, both defensively and offensively now.
Yeah, perhaps the only criticism is he can get a little bit wider when attacking, just to pull a little bit more space in the middle. But he's definitely putting in a massive shift on this left-hand side for Mendiola.
You can see the shots. 2 from Mendiola, 1 from Maharlika so far. Haji Mari showing his futsal footwork. Drawing the foul here from OJ Clarino. Manlapas gets it out wide. Flores picks it off. He's got an opportunity here. Lawless. Oof, and that's straight into the hands of the goalkeeper.
Caught the shot well, but straight at the goalkeeper. Great hands though.
Can't be making mistakes there at the back. Budang Akung had his pocket picked by Jim Ashley Flores. Sims on the stretch, had it taken away. And offside.
The formation of Mendiola is extremely demanding of the wing backs, having to put in a lot of work up and down the right and left hand side.
Libre. Wade able to handle business.
Yeah, size-wise, there's a little bit of a physical mismatch when the ball gets rolled into that area. Yeah, Wade's a big guy.
Looking for a quick exchange. Libre. Lovely work there from Clarino and Libre. Cross left wanting, but lovely exchange.
Yeah, at times it's just a little bit tight for Maharlika. It's nice to see when you pull it off, but really need someone who can just step in and bring the play out and switch it to the other sides. But Maharlika enjoying now a little bit of space coming towards the end of this first half to start moving the ball around.
And that's going to be handball from De La Torre. Thought he was going to win the whistle from the contact from behind, but you can't stop the ball before the whistle is blown, Darren.
I think the ref was going to blow his whistle as well.
He's getting punished for preempting the referee.
Well, as they say, you don't stop until the whistle blows. One of the oldest expressions in football.
Could they be made to pay here? Chris Lawless over the ball. He's got 5 to aim at. Inside Mendiola's box. Hit Sims. Bouncing around dangerously.
Possibly a handball. The referee's assistant flag didn't go up and it looked like it just caught someone's arm. Just in there. I mean, back turned, unfortunate, but
Play will restart inside Mendiola's box, past the halfway or half-hour mark rather. Competitive as expected. No breakthrough yet from either side. Glad you could join us over the Philippines Football League channels. Jing Hamlang and Darren Hartman calling the action live from the PFF National Training Center. Our players enjoying some Lovely conditions for football. We're going to switch the play here. Tough ball to control for Hamid Hajimari. Beaten, under pressure, all the way back to Bandek, and Fong was being chased down. Maharlika being asked questions here at the back. Mendiola makes the pressure pay. That's gonna be a painful one. OJ Clarino caught there by Wade. Clipped on his heel, but seems to be okay. It's been a constant outlet for Maharlika in this opening period. He's been given the captain's armband, actually, OJ Clarino. Of course, after David Basa was forced out. Libre and Cristal again in a large clash in the middle of the pitch. Looks like a first yellow card of the game is about to be shown. Both players being shown a yellow card. Melton Pelayo wants a conversation with both MJ Libre and Jimson Cristal. They've been going at it since the opening whistle. Perhaps Melton Pelayo just trying to take a little bit of the steam out of the situation.
Yeah, it just looks like the ref there is just trying to calm it down a little bit on this side. There's been a few late tackles, and of course if you think someone's going to get a yellow card and you start clapping sarcastically, you can actually get booked for disrespecting the game. So I'm not sure what the exact correct terms are, but you're not allowed to ask for someone else to be booked.
Right. Unsportsmanlike behavior.
Yeah, there we go. I've never been booked for that before.
Another set piece here for Maharlika, delivered by Lawless. Oof. Needed to be secure there, Michael Asong, and he was.
Yeah, Asong watched that well. Good safe hands.
Kim Min-soo was a bit slow to get up. Mendiola able to accelerate here in the transition, but it's taken away. Charlie Beaton. Pass is cut out. Flores. And that runs out for a goal kick. Flores now starting to show his frustration.
Yeah, it's a little bit straight at the moment, the attacking from Mendiola. Not getting a good swing of the ball across the pitch, and it's making it easier for Maharlika to defend. I'm not saying it's predictable, I'm just saying that the space is not really being pulled very wide, so they can get compact, and that's how Maharlika like to defend. I mean, you've got to remember, Maharlika rode out 27 shots against Kaya, so they know what they're doing when it comes to defending.
Yuhiko trying to stop the attack on the far side. Mendiola forced backwards momentarily. The drop of the shoulder draws the contact. There is going to be a foul on Yuhiko. Hand into the pocket. Third yellow card in this game. It's a free kick in a dangerous area as well for Mendiola.
I think it's one of those situations where if he doesn't put that tackle in, he's putting in a cross. And I think at least there, just drawing in the foul just gives Maharlika an opportunity to organise their defence. I think size for size, I would say Maharlika perhaps have the advantage from set pieces. I mean, there's a couple of big guys that can go up from the back from Mendiola, but size for size, the advantage still falls with Maharlika.
Here comes Hamed Hajimari's delivery. Lining it up. Too much physicality inside the box. Can Mendiola take advantage here? Fake run up from Hamed. Into the box it goes! Missed shot. Cristal trying to get that back into the box, and that's out for a goal kick. Wasted opportunity for Mendiola.
Be interesting to see how long Cristal stays on the pitch for, actually. I mean, he's put a lot of work in, he's on a yellow card. I think Sandoval perhaps like for like in that, you know, left wing back position.
Paulino finds support in Libre. Always so good on the ball, MJ Libre. Looking to spread it to Yuhiko. Asked a lot of his left back there. And now Suba. Hamed Hajimari steps on the brakes. He's got support on the right side. Chance for Flores. What a chance for Mendiola.
Well, I said I'd give him 2 chances. I mean, he's had his second now, so third one. It's just got to be anywhere apart from at the goalkeeper there. Great play by Hajimedi just to work the ball out to the right-hand side again. It's a good cross as well into the box, and that's a point-blank header there. And your number 9 will relish chances like that. And what a time it would have been to score, Jing.
He's gonna want that one back, that's for sure. Another flashpoint here with MJ Libre being involved. De La Torre as well. Looked like there was a bit of follow through from De La Torre. The fourth official definitely calling for action to be taken here by the lead official. And there's going to be a discussion now with Meliton Pelayo and the rest of the match officials on the pitch. So it's going to be very interesting to see that again on the replay. There's definitely contact, and then De La Torre looked like he might have followed through a little bit on MJ Libre. But Libre, of course, already on a yellow. This could be very important in this game, a potential turning point.
I think sometimes in football you've just got to be smarter. I mean, the fourth is here, the referee's assistant's here, and the referees here, they have every single angle of that scenario completely covered. And there was, you're right, it looked as if there were afters from more than one player in that situation.
And now Meliton Pelayo is going to have a word with the captain, Jim Ashley Flores. And the hands in the pocket, that's got to be dangerous for Maharlika. Jim Ashley Flores confused that he was part of it. Oh no! And MJ Libre is gone! Second yellow for MJ Libre, and he's tossed. Maharlika down to 10 men. Huge development here, as Mendiola will now play the remainder of the game with a numerical advantage. 11 against 10 for more than 45 minutes now.
Yeah, I think some of the younger players that come through into the professional circuit still need that firm hand when it comes to coaching. I mentioned it before in the previous campaign. You can't have players reacting off the ball, and you're better off sacrificing and installing a little bit more discipline so it doesn't happen in a big game at a big moment. That is a really big turning point in this game. For Maharlika to be 3 minutes away from going in at half time at 0-0 against a Mendiola team which looks up for business, that's a massive turning point, Jing, and it's unnecessary.
You talked about MJ Libre potentially being targeted as an individual who might not deal with these types of special attention as well, and it seems to have panned out that way, Darren.
Yeah, and the thing that would be frustrating for Maharlika is he was having a good game on the ball.
100%.
I mean, and he was contributing to a lot of the things that were happening in the middle third going into the final third. And if he just keeps his head, he's helping his team perhaps get a win. And now, run of the play as it goes, and you can see exactly what that means to Mendiola.
One man up, one goal up. Right before halftime, it's a dream scenario for Mendiola.
And I'm not saying that's just because of the red card, because it's a fantastic build-up from Mendiola, managing to pull space, move the ball, and keep the pitch bigger. Most certainly not against the run of play, but Maharlika will feel hard done by that they couldn't see out this half in a similar fashion to what they did just a few days against Kaya when they held it at 0-0 until half-time. So they could have regrouped, spoken it through, and come out with a fresh attitude in the second half. It's not to be. Mendiola find themselves 1-0 up against Maharlika.
Jim Ashley Flores able to get Mendiola off the mark. He might be listening in. Darren, he's gotten his 2 chances. Both of them were saved, and then the third one, back of the net.
Well, we're not far from the players, Jing, so I mean, perhaps they can hear what we're saying sometimes. I'm sure Hamid looks up every time he does something on the ball over to us. 3 minutes have been put up as well.
Additional time, 3 minutes.
A little bit longer than you would normally see in the first half, but David Bassa was out injured early. So that would account for that. But chance here for Maharlika. They've got a free kick. Beaten over the ball. 5 bodies to aim at. It's going to be another substitution as Jason Kutamora gives way. And Julian Mikos Del Valle is coming on, the birthday boy, Darren.
Yeah, it's his 19th birthday today, and what a way to celebrate your birthday. Coming onto the pitch, 1-0 down, and change the game and win it for Maharlika.
Kutamora replaced by player number 22.
Beaton's ball in. Lawless with a touch. It's just about to swing at it as that one is cleared away. Yohiko goes for it from long distance, and Michael Asson. Easy for the goalkeeper.
I just got Anton Del Rosario's sentiments on the sending off. He's enjoying watching his game, and I mean, every time they play, always recognise that the work that Anton and his team have put in to put this team out on the pitch. It's a fantastic game of football now. I mean, it's already talking points, and that's exactly what the game is about.
Mendiola looking to add to the misery. Finding some joy on the right side. Crucial defending. Mudang Akung looking for some support. Tricky bounce, but Cristal deals with it. And that bounces up for a handball on OJ. OJ frustrated with his younger brother. Mendiola growing in confidence here. A goal ahead and finding a pep in their step now. Kim Min-soo, listed down as a foreigner here for Mendiola, but he's basically Filipino. He's grown up here. Cutting inside. Late challenge. Chance here. That's over. Looking for a corner. Actually, ball still in play. Not enough contact for a whistle there. Mickey able to recover. He's got 3 Mendiola players around him. And Maharlika able to get the ball away. Chance to breathe here for Maharlika. Perhaps one last chance. Not much time left on the clock. We're past the 3 minutes allotted. This has to be the last play. Can Maharlika make something of this? Cristal preventing the corner. Clarino to Clarino. And just crowded out here. Mendiola now surviving the Maharlika pressure as they enter the break, a goal ahead. It's been an entertaining affair so far, Darren. What have you made of the opening 45 minutes?
Well, we said it was a big game for both of these teams, and I was enjoying the game, going backwards and forwards. Mendiola getting themselves ahead in the game, and then of course the talking point, the 2 yellow cards on Libre. It's been fantastic. I mean, as a neutral watching this, I'm sure people at home as well are enjoying it as a spectacle. It'll be very interesting to see what the coaches have to say to their players and how they come out and what attitudes they come out in the second half.
Quick break. Huge challenge on the hands of Maharlika Manila. We will be right back with more Philippines Football League action.
Ladies and gentlemen, the halftime score is
I didn't see the goal. I looked
Decent.
over.
No, it was good. It was good. It was like
One.
in flow.
We thank
I
you all
promise
for
you, I said,
coming
like I
today
said,
and encourage you to visit
if that
the
Libre keeps
official
acting that way,
PFL website for more
I mean, I don't care
details
what background you
on
come
the
from.
Copa,
I've worked from
Paulino,
players from
Alcantara.
tough backgrounds as well.
Yeah.
Reminder
Yeah.
to those who are not
Even
on
more
the
so the
PFL,
need to make sure that there's
we kindly
discipline.
remind you
He's
to wear a
he's got to
face
pick
mask,
up, and that coming from someone who's had loads of red cards.
distancing at all times.
Yeah, that's not smart. That's the worst place to do it. The best place to do it is over there. Like,
Isolation
time at the PFF National Training Center, where Mendiola FC 9091 are enjoying a 1-goal advantage over Maharlika Manila, and we are about to get set for the second half. First half really ended in a flurry with a goal from Mendiola shortly after a red card to MJ Libre. But they were knocking on the door, Darren. Mendiola were starting to make their advantage pay.
Yeah, Mendiola were, starting to create end products, clearer chances, as we can see there. Ashley Forrest heading at the goalkeeper. But really the story is that goal and what built up to that goal. But it was with the run of play, but you would also feel that Maharlika had done enough to go in at half-time at 0-0. Stats-wise, you can see that Mendiola really started to dominate the possession, and then also that was resulting in more end products. But I mean, the stage is really set for a very, very interesting second half here. Let's just have a look at how Maharlika adjust tactically to being down by one man.
Opportunity here for Mendiola to entertain the fans that have come out here to the PFF National Training Center. It's a wonderful sight to see the supporters back and enjoying the action firsthand. Maharlika getting us underway.
Well, on paper, football is a game of 11 versus 11, but the reality of it is it is actually little 1v1s, 2v1s, 3v2s. So, I mean, going down one man in modern football is not really too big a deal. Apart from the workload needs to be shared across the whole team, and you can't isolate the work to just 2 or 3 people, because the amount of distance that they have to cover is, exponentially bigger. So, let's just see how it goes.
But Maharlika also dealing with who has been taken out of their lineup, Darren. Not just the fact that they are numerically behind, but MJ Libre was a spark plug for them. He was a key contributor to their chances moving forward.
I feel the best word to describe his performance is he was the outlet. He was the person that they were looking to after their low rotation, and he was able to, pick his passes forwards into his runners.
Hajimari working on Alas. Reverse ball for Suba. It's a wonderful attempt here for Mendiola. All the way back. Salilig into Hajimari. Lovely switch of play to Hajimari, and it's a lovely take as well. Salilig on the overlap, finds Suba. Salilig gets it back, but he is offside.
Yeah, sometimes it can be just perhaps one pass too many. But Mendiola playing with a lot more confidence in their rotation, pinging the ball out to the right-hand side, stretching the game where they couldn't in the first half.
It must have been a tight call on Salilig, who had Lawless on the opposite flank, a little bit deep. It's a real opportunity here for Mendiola to turn the screw a little bit, take the sting out of the game early if they can find a second or third goal. Clarino trying to move quickly as Maharlika getting ready to prepare another substitution. It'll be all 3 Clarinos on the pitch momentarily. Is Gino Clarino being prepared on the sideline. Here comes that substitution now. Joseph Alas about to be replaced. Interesting choice for timing here of the coach. Just 3 minutes into the second period, opting to remove Alas at this point rather than during halftime there.
Yeah, perhaps just trying to see how he felt in terms of fitness and whether or not he could deal with the tempo of the game.
Maharlika, Manila FC's player number 20, Joseph Alas, replaced by player number 11, John Clarino.
Ball into the box. Mendiola with a missed clearance. And that's going to be out for a corner kick.
Corner.
These are the moments that are extra important now for Maharlika. These set pieces are starting to add up for them. Deep delivery. Oh, alone! And it's a fantastic header! Inspired substitution. First touch on the ball into the back of the net. Jean-Marie Clarino ties it up at 1 apiece.
Well, we said how much it would mean to both of these teams if they got a goal, and both teams have now got their goal, and you can just see in the way that they're celebrating just how much that meant to them. Against the run of play in the first half, going down to 10 men, showing exactly what Maharlika is all about. It's a club for the people. What a goal. It's a great header. It's just gone right in next to the post. Nothing the goalkeeper could have done.
Perfect introduction.
First touch.
Yep. Came in at the corner.
When that happens, the coaching staff take full credit for that goal.
Who are we to question the timing there? Game on here in Carmona, Cavite. 1-1. Maharlika's first goal of 2022 cancels out Mendiola's first goal of the campaign. Great move here. And that one just shanked wide, but lovely opening created by Mendiola.
We do slowly have a crowd coming in to watch these games, and you can't hear as much as what you could have done in previous campaigns when we were playing in a bubble, but it's great to see Maharlika just, on their toes, really wanting it, and you can still hear the passion coming through the speakers on the side of the pitch.
Mendiola getting set to make their own substitution. Let's take a look at the goal one more time. Pinpoint header. And now the substitution about to be made now as Tonaldo about to make his way onto the pitch. He'll be replacing Eric Manlapas, who's been holding it down in the middle of midfield.
Yeah, Manlapas had a good game. He's kept it moving, kept it rotating in the middle of the park. And perhaps just Mendiola freshening things up, looking to regain a lead in this game. But just goes to show, Jane, just how important set pieces are. Huge percentages of goals are scored from set pieces.
So there he is, Stephen Apia. Has been in and amongst the Philippine game for quite some time. An experienced player coming on for Mendiola. Suba gets it out wide to Salilig. Hajimari, Scott. Options onto the right side. Suba gets past Lawless, cuts it back. Flores, contact. Nope, no whistle.
Oh, I'd like to see that again. That could have been close to a penalty. Great work by Suba on the right hand side though. Just had that real bit of power, that burst of speed just to get past his defender. It's a great way to ball back in.
They've been finding plenty of success on the right flank, Mendiola.
These are the sorts of games where rivalries will be built.
Nice little 1-2 between Hajimari and Wade.
Play of the attempt. Replay of the attempt.
There's that opportunity from earlier. Flores getting a bit tripped up. Was there contact there, and was it enough for a penalty, Darren?
Difficult to go on. Just not going to say anything there. It's one of those things that happen so quickly that sometimes the referee's going to let the game flow. I mean, no one's complaining. And what a strike!
Got some power on that one from the left side, but straight into the hands of Bandek and Fong. Cristal unleashing a cannon there. Lively start to the second half. The pressure there from Del Valle.
I think the only time that you can feel that Maharlika are down a man is the way that they're quite frantically making sure they're getting their defence organised so it's nice and efficient.
Apia asking a bit much of Salilig there. He's been making up a lot of ground in this game, Salilig. Both wing backs, Cristal and Salilig, as you mentioned earlier, Darren, needing to run up and down rather frequently in this game.
Yeah, it's good in terms of having more options in the middle when you're playing with three at the back with the two wing backs, but it is very demanding, and that's one of the wing backs there just getting his shot off from range.
ADT in the building, or rather in the stadium. Well, Marcaida, Paulino, see them there. ADT will get their campaign started very soon. They're scouting the opposition. ADT amongst the favorites of this competition as well. They were in the final in the previous edition.
Extremely focused in their training at the moment as well as they pull together players for their SEA Games campaign.
Chance here for Mendiola. Lawless heading it away. Hajimari getting a second bite. That's out for a corner kick.
It's nice to hear the screams coming back into Philippine football. We've missed that.
We've been watching with envy the rest of the world open up, and now we're getting our chance, our turn now. Just a different dynamic with the fans in proximity. Lovely chance there. Wade with his head in his hands. He knows he could have done better there. Got a lot of room on that header.
Replay of the first one before this.
This was a shot earlier from Hajimari, and the attempt earlier from Wade. Mendiola showing that they're a threat as well from the set piece. Apia runs into OJ Clarino, who takes over. Did well there under pressure, De La Torre. Suba makes up the ground. One-on-one against Yuhiko. He's got Salilig in support. It's a dangerous cross and a big swing from Flores. Good ball from Cristal. I think that's a crucial touch.
Really good defending there. That little touch there, just taking the ball away, but the danger's not over yet.
Flores was on the turn. Mendiola turning up the heat. Hajimari again headed away by Maharlika, but only momentarily. And finally Lawless able to launch it. the right flank, finding room, able to cut inside. Apia shepherded nicely there by Lawless. Corner kick looming now for Mendiola.
Yeah, but Chris Lawless is doing a really good job at just sweeping in behind his fellow centre-backs there. But they are starting to concede a lot of corners. This time, Mendiola taking it short.
Important touch from Yuhiko, who keeps it in play. Under pressure. Just looking to get a goal kick there. Hajimari now. Lifted into the danger zone. Flores, left-footed. Net is moved, but it's the side netting. Mendiola hungry to get their noses back in front. They're about to introduce a new player into the game. One that has been a staple in their lineup in recent time. He's going to be coming off the bench today to play the final 30 minutes or so. Maharlika looking to breathe a little bit here. They've been under pressure. Take a look at the shot from Flores. Oof. Looked like Bandek and Fong had his bearings nicely covered. Suba once more. Unable to pick out a teammate. Clarino tracking back well to cover the run. Chance now for Mendiola to introduce their substitute as Jerome Marzan is set to check in. And it's going to be Jimson Cristal who makes way. On a booking, but rather impressive outing for Jimson Cristal, who I believe makes his debut today.
Yeah, I thought he had an excellent game. Contributed both defending and attacking, put lots of running in. But you could just see him, joining in less as we approach that, 50th, 60th minute mark. So, just making changes, and I believe they'll be changing their shape a little bit as well to try to capitalise in the space in the middle of the park.
I expect Marzan to occupy more of a central role. And there he is in the middle of the pitch. Hajimari. Took on a little bit too much there. Hajimari. Salilig with the first time ball into Suba. Under a lot of pressure, able to find a teammate. Maharlika with that swarming defense. Doing enough to keep Mendiola out, but in transition, not a lot going forward.
Yeah, Mendiola are really trying to step the pace up and get the ball popping around to get Maharlika tired. I think they're doing everything right. Perhaps recycle the ball a little bit more, pull Maharlika up.
Ahmed Hajimari draws the contact from Del Valle, and he's won a free kick in a very dangerous area here for Mendiola. Perhaps just a shirt tug there from Del Valle, and Ahmed, he knows exactly when to go down.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing in those one-on-one situations. The best thing to do is you just stop him from turning, get him to play backwards, and then job done, and then squeeze the press and get the next player to play backwards as well. Yeah, he's one of the best in the league, Hamid, in his one-on-one situations.
He's over the ball as well here. Lots of Mendiola players inside the box. 7 players. Can Ahmed Hajimari pick one out? Hajimari's ball is short. Going for the long range effort from the edge of the box. It was a tamed effort from Suba. And Maharlika can breathe here.
That's a good decision by Mendiola there. Just get it into your low rotation and try to bring Maharlika up and then cut through them quicker. We already know that Maharlika can get compact and make it hard for teams to create opportunities.
Nice to see Baham Mitra here, chairman of the Games and Amusement Board, enjoying the action firsthand at the PFF National Training Center. It's great to see a lot of the spectators coming out and the folks watching at home as well, enjoying the action. Chance here for Mendiola. Maharlika's resilience really shining here. Closing in on the 20-minute mark of this second half. Charlie beaten on the outlet. Looking for support, and he finds it in OJ Clarino. Sims making up the ground inside the box. Chance here for Maharlika. Almost an opportunity there, but Michael Asong intervenes. What a chance, Darren.
What a great counter-attack. I mean, to get the numbers forwards, they've been on the back foot for the last 15 minutes or so, and just managing to find quality in both passes forwards.
Sims able to shake it off. Marzan trying to utilize that range to find the run of Flores.
I think just caught a little deflection there. It just bounced up before Sims got to it. Couldn't react in time to bring the ball down. But that will give Maharlika a little bit of, not just confidence, but a little bit of breathing space. Sims has got to leave that. Sims needs to leave that.
And into the hands of Asong. He's been quick off his line, the goalkeeper.
But incredible there that Maharlika had 3 men forwards off that long pass.
You're saying a confidence builder for Maharlika, but also something to think about if you are Mendiola. There is danger looming when Maharlika are able to get their bearings.
Well, Mendiola should know that's the way that they played in their first season.
And as the clock continues to tick here, the pressure continues to build on Mendiola. Of course, they have the numerical advantage. They scored first. At halftime, you'd be thinking they were extreme favorites to get all 3 points, but as it stands, the points are shared. And Maharlika are showing signs that they could turn the tide completely. Hajimari. Suba has it poked away. Saliligan support. Gets it right back to Suba, who is a tireless worker for Mendiola at the moment. Cleared away. Gets away with a bad touch there. Wade, straight to Kim Min Soo. They're looking for those balls over the top. And this is where Maharlika's experience against Kaya perhaps will stand him well in these final moments. They saw a lot of this against Kaya in their last outing. Suba, left-footed strike! Ooh!
Save, I would say. Tips, fingertips.
So close! We had a fantastic angle of that, Darren. Just drifting wide from Suba.
Oh, it looks as if it just did drift wide. It's a great snapshot, though.
10 fouls apiece.
Yeah, it's been when you see that in a game, it just shows how well contested it is. I think there's been about 3 yellow cards. The referee, doing his best to try to keep the game controlled and settled, but nevertheless, it's been very, very competitive, and it's had its moments like that.
Van Dijk and Fong needed some treatment here as it seems he's cramping up. And this will delay the goal kick, and not an area that Maharlika can address at the moment. I believe they've taken enough substitutions. They've stopped the game on 3 occasions already. I don't think they have an opportunity to make another change here if Van Dijk and Fong cannot continue.
Yeah, there's 22 minutes left, and
with the current rules, Darren, you're allowed 5 substitutions but can only stop the game on 3 separate occasions. So definitely something of a bit of a worry here for Maharlika. They're going to be praying that Van Dijk and Fong can continue. In the meanwhile, they're using this as an opportunity to rehydrate on the pitch.
I don't think it's cramp. I think he might have tweaked something a little bit, just reaching across to Suba's shot, because he leapt for that.
Yeah, he was at full stretch, that's for sure. And perhaps this break in the action is a perfect time to say hello to Jing Fulgado and the rest of the players of Star FC who are watching from Sampaloc, Tanay. We're getting the fans watching on the Philippines Football League channel, and we've got the fans out here at the PFF National Training Center as well. Fantastic to see the Filipino football community alive and well in 2022.
Yeah, and I know that a lot of young players not just watch live, but they watch the replays. They're studying, they're learning. It's really good to see.
Perhaps a spot of bother here for Mendiola, or rather for Maharlika. They're holding firm at the moment, Darren, but the legs on the pitch are the legs on the pitch. They cannot make any more changes as of the moment. You look over the sideline, there is going to be 3 fresh legs, or 3 pairs of fresh legs that are about to be introduced by Mendiola.
And it's a good combination of youth and experience as well, to see if they can get themselves the goal that they need. And of course Maharlika will tire. They've got the right attitude though, very, very positive, but they will tire because they are working extremely hard to keep themselves in this game.
Looking for Clarino, shepherded well by Kim Min-soo. Bit of an aimless clearance. Del Valle had an opportunity to probe. A bit behind the intended target there from De La Torre. Hajimari skips past his man. And Sims just happy to clear it. And here come those fresh legs now. That's the end of the debut of Salilig. Been a promising prospect for them here on the right flank. Perhaps a debut just marred by losing his marker in the corner kick that led to Maharlika's goal, but otherwise he'll be pretty happy with himself.
Yeah, he's had a good game, but you would say it's more of the organising from the corner. I think if you watch it back, size for size, it wasn't the best match. A little bit of a physical mismatch.
We're seeing Sandoval enter the pitch. Kim Min-soo is going to be replaced. Zabala as well. That's the end of his stint on the pitch. We're welcoming in Aaron Altiche, who is enjoying his 13th season in the top flight.
For Mendiola FC 1991.
Aaron Altiche, evergreen for
Salilig,
Philippine football, Philippine club football in particular.
Sandoval. Player number 6, Franco De La Torre, replaced by player number 13,
Artillera
Miguel
amongst
Artillera.
those on the pitch now for Mendiola
Player
as
number
well.
4, Min-soo Kim, replaced by player number 17, Aaron Altiche.
Altiche's cross. Just over the group inside the box. Clarino, a willing runner here for Maharlika. First touch for the newly introduced center back. Zabala. Unable to get it to Altiche. There was Suba.
Yeah, Maharlika are a little bit off the press of the ball at the moment, but are still able to tactically slow down Mendiola, which is working for them. But Mendiola just keep on trying to find the spaces in between the centre back and the full backs.
So it's J.R. Sandoval who came in for Salilig. Artillera coming on. Just the confirmation of the substitutes there. Maharlika staying resolute here. All the bodies back defending. And Sims takes it away. Waiting for support. Del Valle was running down the middle. Now they need to rush back on defense. Tiche. Zabala has moved over to the right wing back position.
Mendiola trying to get the tempo a little bit higher at the moment, but Maharlika are doing really well to slow them down the best that they can. Bit of old school pressing as well, just one man on his own just doing the press, but was able to win the ball. So
Hajimadi cutting inside. Apia unleashes on the left foot. That's well wide of the target.
"15 minutes left, and for anyone who's joining us late, the scenario is it's 1-1, but Maharlika have gone down to 10 men, and they've been playing without 11 men for more than half of the game almost.
That's right. Mendiola able to score right before halftime, and Maharlika scoring shortly after.
Replay of the shot.
Quick look at the shot from Mendiola earlier on. Stephen Apia with a snapshot, edge of the box. Clarino, the goal scorer for Maharlika. Space on the right side, lots of room to work with. Beaten. Chance here for Maharlika. It's a goal. They go ahead. Unbelievable. The comeback complete for Maharlika Manila. Incredible counterattack to breach Mendiola. It's 2-1.
I think I've just bruised Jing's arm. I saw it coming in the build-up. It was a fantastic pass out to Charlie Beaton on the right-hand side, and I was going to say it earlier in the game, but it's great to see that OJ still got that nastiness in his press and that big turn of pace. I mean, he's played at the high level, disappeared from the scene for a couple of seasons, but he's back. He's playing alongside his brothers, and what a moment from the club.
Unbelievable. Another Clarino on the score sheet. This time it's Jose Miguel. All three of them involved in that one. And just like that, it's been turned around by 10 men Maharlika. Wow.
Well, two brothers have scored now, so let's just see. I mean, what a turn of pace, though. What a turn of pace. Considering the amount of work that Maharlika have put in defending.
Against the run of play, once again from Maharlika, Mendiola were applying the pressure. They looked like they were more likely to be the next scorers, but Mendiola find themselves a goal behind, and the frustration is growing. Yellow card shown here by Meliton Pelayo. Be interesting to see if it was just Hamed who was booked, or was it just Del Valle? The youngster getting stuck in here.
Well, he's being carried by the passion of the Maharlika side, led by the pressing of some very brave people playing with 10 men. And Mendiola have made all of their substitutions, I would have thought.
I think this is the group that will finish the match from both sets of teams. Out for a corner kick. Players on the pitch growing more frantic now. Mendiola looking to quicken the pace. And Maharlika doing everything they can to slow things down.
Formation of yellow.
There is the confirmation. Birthday boy Julian Del Valle getting the yellow card. Rifled in. That's headed away.
Foul.
Meriton Pelayo whistling an infraction in the middle of the pitch, or rather inside the box. And stoppage in play here. Mudang Akung needing some treatment. And the Mendiola players showing their frustration. They want to get the play going as quickly as possible. And right now a player needing a bit of treatment. The final 10 minutes.
Well, unfortunately, delay in the game has become a part of the modern game, so I mean, it's not really the place to complain about it. You've just got to be a lot more critical when you do get possession of the ball. I mean, if the tables were turned, Mendiola would be doing the same thing. So it's about what you do on the ball. You should only really complain about things that you have control over.
And definitely when you don't have the ball, you want to avoid any of these infractions. Little things where Mendiola, Maharlika's players could utilize as a chance to slow things down. Van Dijk and Fong flirting with a yellow card here. He's a good 10 meters away from where he should be taking this. Trying to lift that into the path of Flores. Miggy Clarino dealing with that. And forget he's been playing right back here today, but was on hand to slot in for Maharlika to take the lead. Gino Clarino with the clearance. It's OJ now hounding Hajimadi. And that's straight into the arms of the goalkeeper. Nobody there from Mendiola.
Yeah, the press of Sims and of OJ Clarino has just been outstanding, and it's really set the standard for the way that Maharlika press in the right areas. And of course, when your brother does it, it really inspires the rest of the team to do it, and they've managed to get themselves 2-1 up in this game. But there's going to be a lot more pressing to come. There's 8 minutes, but there's going to be several minutes of added time as well, so we've still got more than 10 minutes of football here to play.
Turning on the afterburners there. Chance here for Mendiola. Saved by Van Dijk and Fong. What a run on the left side. Stephen Apia creating the opportunity here for Mendiola, and he almost connected with a teammate, Aaron Altice.
And you would say if you wanted that opportunity to fall to anyone, it would have been fresh pair of legs from a senior player. And Altice just unable to make a clean connection there. And again, Maharlika just happy just to slow the game down and pump the ball forwards and then try to reorganise their lines.
Another look from that. It was Gino Clarino with a crucial touch. Didn't know too much about it, but definitely got his body in the way. Del Valle, lovely tackle. Ran out of room, but able to stop Mendiola's attack there momentarily. Not easy having to mark the tricky Hamed Hajimadi, but that's the challenge that's been thrown on the shoulders of the 19-year-old. OJ Clarino looking for a route forward. Gets his body in the way here. Marzan. Suba has it poked away. And now the frustration growing amongst the players of Mendiola.
But that was the press I was talking about with OJ again, just leading the press, and that pulls Sims into the press, and that puts Mendiola on the back foot. And that's all that they can do, is just keep on pressing in the right areas and staying organised in behind the ball. But Mendiola's still trying to probe away, trying to build some sort of pattern in their build-up. But they've lost a little bit of that at the moment. They're getting drawn into Maharlika's passion a little bit when they need to think it through and try to really dissect through this hard-working but tiring Maharlika defence.
Won't be on the stat sheet, OJ Clarino, in terms of goals or assists. But the intangibles have been there for everyone to see. A tireless shift so far for the front man of Maharlika. Marzan linking up on the right side with Zabala. Looking for a way through. Bandek and Fong off his line. And that's a confident catch from the goalkeeper. 5 minutes remaining in this game. Can Mendiola find an equalizer? It was all going so well at halftime, and now what was a dream half has turned into a nightmare for them. Beaton and Wade getting into a little discussion. Play continues now. Apia looking to first time it into the path of Flores. Suba, room to turn. Yuhiko alert to the danger. And Beaton's clearance there, getting them into trouble. Maharlika with a chance. Or rather, Mendiola with a chance. And that was Apia's strike that will lead to a corner kick.
Yeah, a little bit casual there in defending when they did regather possession. And Maharlika unable to clear their lines, and they've been forced very deep over the last few minutes. Mendiola throwing all their men forwards apart from one.
Corner kick. Fong punches it away, and Lawless able to clear. Beaton challenging. And Mendiola unable to get a second crack at it from that corner kick. Lawless needing some attention. It's been quite a shift for this Maharlika side.
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Lawless able to get up, not needing any extra treatment.
5 minutes.
A key part of that Maharlika wall in front of Bandek and Fong. Chris Lawless.
Yeah, it's a nice flat back five that they've managed to put together in this second half.
This is a side that lost David Bassa as well very early on. A key figure in their defense. They've managed to cope quite well, especially in the second half. Apia working hard there. Oof. A high boot from him. Play continues. Corner kick incoming for Mendiola.
Very surprised though that the referee didn't call a foul there. That was a very, very heavy tackle that come in.
No lack of commitment on either side, that's for sure.
Well, we said it was going to be a game, Jing, didn't we?
Here comes the delivery now. Not out of the danger zone. Apia with an overhead kick. Marzan will take a crack at it. bouncing around dangerously, but into the hands of the goalkeeper. Been a busy day for Henry in between the sticks.
And he's most certainly using all of his seconds here.
Getting ready to launch this forward. There's really nobody there for Maharlika. They've given up running in that section of the field at the moment. They're just saving their energy for repelling this Mendiola attack. Gonna be a lot of added time here in the second period. Lovely ball, Altice saved at the near post. It's gonna be a crazy finish. Hajimari gets through, headed away. Lawless out for Maharlika.
Additional time, 5 minutes.
5 minutes. That's how much time Mendiola has to find an equalizer. Apia. Maharlika eventually able to clear. 5 minutes for Maharlika to hold on to a famous victory. Looking to clip it in behind. Yuhiko again alert to the danger, but not without giving away a corner kick.
It's just over 4 minutes to go, and Mendiola is still trying to get themselves into the game and salvage a point.
Hajimari skips past Del Valle into the box, and easy for Henry Bendekin Fong. It's going to be taking away a few seconds here at the corner of the box. Nice 10 seconds shaved off here by Bendekin Fong. You gotta empty the bag of tools here now in terms of your clock milking skills if you're Maharlika. And for Mendiola, you're looking for a bit of inspiration. Looking for a moment of magic now. Del Valle sends it away. Punch away by Henry. Room to turn. Flores. Sandoval, or rather Marzan, ran into a wall. Out wide, Hajimari. Finding support with Aaron Altice. Lovely cross into the box for Altice. Extremely appetizing for the front men, but Apia with a bit of a weak header there. Easy for the goalkeeper. Chance to breathe for Maharlika. Anytime that ball crosses the halfway point is a victory for 10 men Maharlika at the moment.
It's really edge of the seat stuff here at the moment. Mendiola just preferring to attack down this right hand side through Hamid, but this time they've switched it to the left. Can they produce? Needs quality.
It's a high ball. Flores. Apia on the turn. What a save! What a save from Henry Bendekin Fong. Incredible reactions at full strength, or stretch rather. Wow. Stephen Apia can't believe it. Corner kick now. Fong able to catch. It was taken out of his hands, but Maharlika survive, and they're off to the races.
Replay of the slow-mo.
Beaten has Clarino, who's still full of running. Whistle is blown against him.
And Maharlika committed 4 men forwards in that attack, and it's pretty much they're playing a 5-4, and the 4 have got to work themselves back in. And there's less than a minute left now.
Incredible commitment being shown here by OJ Clarino. But here come Mendiola once more. Yuhiko keeps it in play, which was an interesting choice from the left back. Could have let it roll out for a goal kick. He's tried to shave some time off the clock, but instead Mendiola have an opportunity. 20 seconds. Can Mendiola find an opening? Suba, or rather Hajimari, floating it for Suba. And it's the final whistle. All 3 points to Maharlika Manila with 10 men able to down Mendiola FC 9091. What a turnaround, Darren.
Well, I would say some people may say it's an upset just because Mendiola found themselves with the extra man for the majority of the game, but I mean, I don't think you could call it an upset when Maharlika have worked so hard for all 3 points today, coming back from 10 men down, coming back from being 1-0 down to working and just relying on counter-attack, pressing, kept it old school, kept it real. I mean, we say they're a club of the people, and they've really put a massive performance in today.
Incredible from Maharlika Manila, bouncing back from an opening day defeat to Kaya, where they showed plenty of heart, and they showed it again here in tremendous fashion. The resilience, Darren, to come back at halftime with a man down and a goal down to turn it completely around in the second period.
I think they just simplified their tactics, and they did fall back into a very defensive, very tight formation, but they went out and they had a game plan which was counter-attack football, and they executed their counter-attacks. They found quality and they got numbers forwards, whereas Mendiola, I thought they had their tactics right at the start of the half. High tempo football, playing it from side to side, but they got sucked into Maharlika's passion and they started playing a very similar game, and it played right into Maharlika's hands.
2 Clarinos on the score sheet for Maharlika. It started off with the substitute coming on with a header to get the game tied up. That was Jean-Marie Clarino. Then the winner from his brother. Unbelievable. Miggy Clarino making the full length of the pitch to slot in that counter-attack. Incredible game. Incredible.
Well, it's a cup game, and we've had, you know, moments in the Copa Alcantara already which people will talk about, and I think this is one of those games which most certainly, if you are a Maharlika fan, you will look back on and you will remember this game.
It started off so well for Mendiola, with Hajimari being a constant threat for them, and of course Jim Ashley Flores getting them ahead after a couple of attempts. It seemed like everything was going perfect for them. Beautiful goal, beautiful link up, and a numerical advantage to boot.
Yeah, Mendiola came into this game well prepared, but they were not prepared for Maharlika's passion and desire. And I think sometimes, I mean, you do all the plans and all the training that you want, but sometimes it just comes down to how much do you want it. And today, Maharlika wanted it.
That was the first touch of the substitute as well, and the drama only increased in the second half as Mendiola seemed to be knocking on the door of Maharlika. They were getting closer and closer, and then they got stunned on the counter-attack. Sims there showed a glimpse of what Maharlika were capable of in transition, but ultimately late on it was Miggy Clarino from the right back position making the full length of the pitch. Didn't even have energy to celebrate, really, Miggy Clarino. But that was the difference. 2-1 it ends. And that pretty much does it for our highlights. Maharlika stood firm. The resilience was incredible. And of course, you got to talk about that incredible save as well from Bandek and Fong. At the end, a couple of saves also to deny Aaron Altiche.
Yeah, he was heroic in goal, and I mean there were times where the ball just found his hands, but there were times where he was absolutely outstanding. And you know, just this save there, wow! You got to remember the occasion. That was the goal, which could have been the equaliser for Mendiola, but it wasn't to be today.
Unbelievable game. 2-1 it finishes. That is full time here in Carmona, Cavite, and we've got Gino Clarino with us at the moment. Let's hear from him.
Guys, just talk about that comeback. 10 men down, one man, and down a goal. How did you guys manage to pull it off?
Okay, right. So actually, everyone in attendance actually noticed that we actually had a very difficult time to start the game. No. But then we just focused on ourselves individually. We had some players in disposal, the subs. So when Coach Derek used all that players, we decided to give it all our best, and it gave us the 2 goals that we needed. So.
You talk about the brothers act in this team.
Well,
Both of you were very instrumental in this win, and
yes.
also OJ was there.
Well, it's a brotherly thing, no. It all started when we were young. Then we just brought it here in the team. Like I said, it's a brotherly thing. We push each other towards the end, and then we just brought it to the team, and then we did that. We did just that in this game.
Maybe talk about your winning goal.
Actually, hindi ko talaga namalayan eh. When I saw the opportunity to counterattack, sabi ko na lang, sige, maybe this is our chance. We only need one chance, and we were happy that we were able to utilize the chance to score the goal, and I'm really happy for the team for the hard work. All credits to the players, to the subs, especially the subs. Sila yung naging game changer sa amin, so I want to thank everyone for in the team for the hard work. Yeah.
It's a bit early now in the season, but there's 2 games down. And
Yeah.
Yes.
You've gotten your first win, and after the first season where you also got the first win.
Yeah.
Now this comes very early into the season. How will this win help you going forward?
It will help us. First of all, it will help us. Gain our confidence. A win will help the players boost their morale, their confidence. Starting from there, we will push each other till the end. It's football, bilog yung bola. Until the 19 minutes, anything can happen. Yeah. So, thank you.
Congratulations, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
So much.
The Clarino connection creating a fantastic result here for Maharlika Manila. They were the difference as they turned things around against Mendiola FC 1991. What a game here for Monday Night Football at the PFF National Training Center?
Well, it was an incredible game of football. I mean, when you look back at it now and you think about all the talking points and the twists and the turns and, you know, the way that play went from, you know, in favour of Mendiola to Maharlika getting themselves ahead in the game. I mean, it's just one of those games where it just shows exactly what Philippine football is capable of doing. That was a spectacle. It was absolutely incredible. It was a pleasure to be part of the team covering it.
A proper cup tie between the two. And it just goes to show all the games here in the Copa Paulino Alcantara are a must-watch. As you look back at some of the action from tonight's game, we hope you appreciated all the action provided here in Carmona, Cavite. It was certainly a pleasure for Darren and I to call the action for everybody here at the PFL team.
We're gonna put out the stats.
We've got statistics, in fact, still to look at. I was wrapping things up a little bit early here, Darren, but a game of this magnitude deserves a little bit more time to dissect as we take a look at the statistics. No statistics. Enough, they said. Take that, take the action, take the highlights, and digest that for the rest of your Monday evening. Darren, I hope you enjoyed the game as much as I did. And for everybody at home, we wish you all enjoyed the action as well. And we'll see you all for this next match. United City FC taking on Maharlika, and that's happening in just a few days. Maharlika getting their third match already, and they're going to be taking on the defending PFL champions United City Football Club rather. It's set to be a cracking match. Again, thank you all for watching. For my partner, Darren Hartman, my name is Jing Hamlang. Good night, and we'll see you all on Thursday.